Not less than 48 persons have been confirmed dead and over 50 other persons in a critical situation at the hospital when a petrol-laden tanker collided with a truck filled with passengers and cows early morning night on Sunday in Niger State, Nigeria. The state governor described the accident as a colossal loss of lives and properties and urged road users to always obey traffic rules and regulations. Photographs posted online showed the victims were burnt beyond recognition and mass burial have been held for them. According to eyewitnesses, in the early hours of Sunday, tanker explosion occurred along the Lapai-Agaye Road, approximately 2 kilometers from Dendo community in the Agaye local government area of Niger State. The accident, as we gathered, occurred around 12:30 a.m., involved a tanker loaded with petrol that collided with a truck carrying passengers and cattle. The trailer was said to be coming from Wudil in Kano State and en route to Lagos, and it was heavily impacted by the collision which led to a massive explosion. Two other vehicles, a crane truck and a pickup van, were also caught in the inferno, intensifying the devastation. Initial reports indicate that more than 48 persons lost their lives in the inferno, while over 50 cattle were burnt alive. The 48 bodies were given a mass burial on Sunday. The Niger State Emergency Management Agency, NSEMA, in collaboration with local government emergency committees, LGEMCs, according to the committee, immediately dispatched a rapid response team, RRT, to the scene. Rescue operations are ongoing as emergency responders continue to search for more victims, with several bodies still trapped inside the charred vehicles, the committee stated. Director General of NSEMA, Abdullahi Baba Ara, in a statement assured the public that efforts were being made to manage the situation while expressing deep condolences to the families of those affected by the tragic event. Meanwhile, Governor Umaru Bago has expressed sadness over the incident. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Bologi Ibrahim, Bago said he was pained by the unfortunate incident. While commiserating with all those who suffered losses in the incident, the governor called for calm and enjoined road users to always be cautious and abide by road traffic regulations to safeguard lives and property. The governor prayed that God will repose the souls of the departed and grant quick recovery to those injured. There was another case of road accident in Niger State which the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi, rescued the accident victims in Batati along Bida Makwa Road in Niger State. The accident involved medical doctors from the University Teaching Hospital, Ilorin, Kwara State. One person died while others sustained injuries. Nigeria state-owned media, NTA, reported that the minister assisted in the rescue operation and provided his official vehicle for the evacuation of the survivors to the hospital. He also provided financial assistance for their treatment. The medical doctors were said to be coming from Maiduguri after attending a program in Borno State. Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi advised drivers to be cautious and always adhere to the highway code. Verbatim statement of Niger State Governor over the accident involving petrol tanker and truck reads thus: Niger State Governor, Farmer Mohammed Umaru Bago expresses sadness over the petrol tanker explosion that occurred in Agaye local government area, resulting in loss of lives and property. The former governor, in a statement signed by his chief press secretary, Bologi Ibrahim, says he is pained by the unfortunate incident and the colossal loss incurred. While commiserating with all those who suffered losses in the incident, the former governor says the state government, through the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, NSEMA, and other relevant organizations have been mobilized to the scene of accident for rescue operation and other necessary actions. He calls for calm by the residents of the affected area, and also enjoins road users to always be cautious and abide by road traffic regulations to safeguard lives and property. The former governor prays that Allah will repose the souls of the departed and grant quick recovery to those injured. The petrol tanker explosion, which was said to have occurred about 2 kilometers away from Dendo community in Agaye, headquarters of Agaye local government area of Niger State, claimed lives of people, burnt cattle and destroyed vehicles. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the last concluded general elections in Nigeria, said the accident is disheartening, adding, "The Niger State accident occurred less than 24 hours after a similar tank explosion caused damages in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, on Saturday." Peter Obi said, "I have just read the disheartening reports of the deadly tanker explosion which occurred today at Agaye local government area of Niger State, where no fewer than 30 human lives were lost and about 50 cattle burnt. This unfortunate incident is occurring less than 24 hours after a similar tanker explosion caused serious damages in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, on Saturday. I am pained by the loss of human lives and other means of livelihood in the two tragic events. I thank the safety and emergency agencies that arrived the scene for search and rescue operations. I sincerely condole with all the affected families who lost their loved ones to this tragedy. I equally commiserate with the government and people of Niger and Oyo States over this tragic occurrence. May God comfort them, and all of us, who share in the pains of this sad incidents in our nation. I pray God Almighty to forgive the sins of the dead and grant them eternal rest, and grant quick and full recovery to the injured."
OsazuwaAkonedo, bringing you the news in a more digital way.